Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we completed Gerudo's training grounds, and in this episode, well, I'd say that we've pretty much covered everything there is. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm back here in Kakariko Village, because, well, might be, probably last time we'll just see some peaceful stuff in this game. And what I'm actually doing first, though, is that, we went over to the potion shop beforehand during the Big One Sword trading sequence. And so once we go back over there, she has brewed an ultimate potion. This is the blue potion for 100 rupees. Ring of a Sea to recover your life energy and magic power. So it's basically like the ultimate kind of potion that we have here. And she's only going to sell those after the Big One Sword trading sequence. Well, basically after you give her the that odd mushroom from that what was it, Kugo Loving Grog or something like that. The guy in the Lost Woods, basically. So So after you get that done, then you just go over there, and then she'll give you the blue potion. We're basically just filled with two of those. So yeah, like I was saying, it refills both your hearts and your magic, and it's useful like that. So we're definitely gonna need those. And we can probably tell by now as to why I was getting those right away. Is because yes, ladies and gentlemen, at long last, we are now ready to raid Ganon's castle once for all, and put a stop to Ganondorf's evil plot. And then so that way there we can finally go and save Hyrule, reclaim it, and yeah, it's the moment of truth that's finally come at last. Well, Ganondorf, here we come. We're gonna go over there and kick your ass and take back Hyrule. So let's go back over to through the market ruins. That's hopefully not gonna be ruins anymore. Right back to the way it was. And so back here in Ganon's castle, we see up there it's a very definitely final dungeon. So question is, how do we get up there? It seems like a big gap there, and it seems inaccessible. Link, can you hear me? It's Rauru, the sage. We six will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda! Ooh, a bridge you say. Oh, all areas are used the power of Skittles. So, what kind of bridge would it be? Ah, Rainbow Bridge. Cross the rainbow! Taste the rainbow. Yeah, there we go. So after we've awakened all 6 of the sages, they've been freeing all that, and so they've created a bridge for us. So let's go across. And so now we are ready to enter Ganon's castle once and for all, and put a stop to all this. And so here we're inside. So yeah, Ganon's castle. So what it is basically, like you said, there is that we just had to dispel 6 of those barriers, because you see that's Ganon's Tower over this way, and it's blocked out by this big giant barrier that's there. Now there's actually one very first thing that we had to do actually. So normally what I do is that I always go by each of the order of the sages that we've awakened. But what I'm going to do first is that I'm actually going to go into the shadow room that you see here. Now I'm not actually just going to go all the way over to dispel that barrier first, because I actually did want to start with the forest barrier and all that, and onwards. So and that one I'll just do later. But the reason why we're in here in the first place is because there is actually a particular item that that we're gonna need for the rest of it, and actually something that's very much required. And they somehow actually placed this in the final dungeon of this game. So I don't know why they decided just to put that in like very late in the game, I gotta say. So we're actually just making use of the fire arrows here. And this set item is actually going to be located inside the in the shadow room. So so once we get that, then we should be able to actually have access to further in the castle. But there's actually but another reason is because it's because there is actually one more, the Great Fairy's Fountain, and there's actually one last kind of a magic spell, or not really so much of a spell, but some kind of upgrade that we're going to be getting. So we're gonna want to get that first, but yeah, those couple of things are just added like very late in the game, I gotta say, like just very late. So it's kind of like ironic that that we would do that, but whatevs. We're gonna need that anyway. And so in order to get this one chest that's supposed to be hidden, we just summon the switch here, and then so that's how this chest appears. So let's go ahead and whip out our trusty long shot that we oh so love so much, because you know I love the hook shot very much. Such an awesome item it is. Alright, so let's go and open this chest and see what's gonna be. Ooh, I can't wait to see what it is. What's gonna be? Well, my friends, it is the Golden Gauntlets. We can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Grab with A and lift stuff up. So yes, the Golden Gauntlets. That's going to be the final add-on that we're going to have, and so I'm going to jump down this pay here because, well, I know you guys are probably going to say, "Oh, why didn't you destroy the Shadow Barrier? Could have gotten that out of the way." Well, you know, that's basically how I like to play the game. I like to go in this certain order, just by starting with the Forest Barrier and then onwards. But the Shadow Barrier, we'll get actually later. So yeah, with the Golden Gauntlets, so we'll definitely need those for one of those rooms, and also, well, actually, it's a rare for further Gan's Castle. What I'm doing right now, though, is that, yeah, like I said, there was supposed to be one of the Great Fairies found. Actually, the last one that we're going to go to. So we're going to go ahead and leave Ganon's Castle first, because, and, you know, we're going to need those Golden Gauntlets in order to get to that fountains for this or this final upgrade that we're going to be needing. So let's head over there under this broken archway. Ugh, yeah, Ganondorf sure did a number of this place, didn't he? It's changed drastically. I mean, the layout seems to be kind of the same as the entrance to Hyrule Castle, but now it's just like all lava pits and all that. And I like how, you know, basically as a way to give Ganondorf the ultimate, like, fuck you to Hyrule, he basically just, you know, destroyed Hyrule Castle itself and just replaced it with his own castle. So, yeah, just to goes to show that, you know, he goes like, fuck your kingdom, I'm gonna destroy everything there is, including the drawbridge to, the, castle town. Alright, so this is where, Great Fairies Fountain is, probably the same one as it was in, well, back when it was, Hyrule Castle, I gotta say, so it might be the same, Great Fairy, since it's just located here. But this is gonna be the final, time we'll be visiting the, Great Fairies Fountain, and, our last upgrade, so we'll go ahead and, summon her here, and, we'll see what it's gonna be. Hello there, Great Fairy. We well, I gotta say it one last time, so, yeah, we'll probably won't be seeing for a while. Well, not until the next game, of course. Anyways. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. Alright, so that means we get an increase in our defense, so we'll just see exactly what she means by that. Alright, folks, look at that. So, as you can see how the hearts have changed right there, you see these white outlines. That means our defense has been increased. Defensive power is enhanced. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Alright, so we got our last and our final upgrade for this year. So yeah, our defense has been increased, and so therefore they'll make things easier for us through Ganon's Castle, especially with, you know, the final boss, because you know, I'm pretty sure that Ganondorf will deal quite a lot of damage to us once we do battle him. All right, so we got that out of the way, and now we are ready to tackle Ganon's Castle once and for all. So let's go ahead and just go after him and start this trial of destroying all those barriers, and then hopefully we should be able to do the rest. And so we'll just finally whoop his ass and reclaim Hyrule. We've come to this. We're getting pretty close here. I guess I've actually about like 3 months of going through this game. So yeah, it is kind of a long quest, but you know, we definitely made it this far. I gotta say, this is definitely, like, without a doubt, the longest Zelda Let's Play I've ever done. Because the other ones were like you know, 12, 19, and then 29 for each of those Let's Plays I've done. But this one, I gotta say, because of, well, you know, I guess it's kind of inevitable with Jump to 3D and all that, so it probably would be a little longer, but yeah, it's like the longest Let's Play of Ocarina of Time that I've ever done. Or, I mean, the longest Zelda Let's Play that I've done, actually. So it does take the mantle, and I'm sure, like, the other 3D Zelda games is going to be even longer. Because that's basically what it is for the 3D Zelda games, that it tends to be, they do tend to be pretty long, and I would say that, well, I'm not sure if I probably count Breath of the Wild or maybe Tears of the Kingdom. Like, either one of those games are probably the longest ones, but in terms of following the same kind of formula for, or the standard formula for the Zelda games, then maybe it's Skyward Sword will probably be the longest, but, you know, if I'm counting both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, then they definitely be the longest because of how it usually could be. Alright, so yeah, so like I said, I'm going to be doing the exact same order that we did for Awakening the Sages, so therefore, I'm going to be starting with the Forest Barrier. Now, if we're going to take a look here, remember how I've been saying about how there was going to be a Wind Dungeon, or like a Wind Temple, but that got replaced by the Forest Temple? So we can see here, you see these wind currents and, you know, any of the designs here that have nothing to do with the Forest Temple whatsoever. It's not really like a foresty theme. Well, that's because this is basically what's left over from the beta of Ocarina of Time. Like, you know, like I said, there was going to be a wind dungeon or at least a wind temple, but that got scrapped and replaced with a forest temple. So as to why they're seeing these wind currents, that's basically, you know, what's left from the beta of Ocarina of Time. So they placed it over in Ganon's castle, or at least just you know, just left over here in Ganon's castle because you know, because of that dungeon. So Sage just kind of left it there. So I gotta say, it's actually kind of cool and pretty neat that that there were some references to any kind of beta games that were just left over even in the final version of the game. So it's kind of a nice touch, I gotta say. So talking about this for this puzzle itself, all you gotta do is you just have to collect these once more, collect the silver rupees. And actually, I gotta say though, I think most of it's just you collecting silver rupees for almost every single one of the rooms, except for the shadow barrier, or the shadow room at least. And so, yeah, basically for this puzzle, you just gotta, you know, be careful of those wind currents, and you just use the hover boots to get across. And if you press that switch, then that should enable the hookshot target to appear, and then it'll just get it just like that there. And you could also use the iron boots, or actually just use the hover boots to your advantage to get across those platforms while using the those wind currents. But just be careful of those because you definitely don't want to fall over from them, or from those pits that you see there. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and take this off because you don't want to go through any pits for traction. Alright, so after you clear each of those rooms, you'll see those barriers that you see there, or those little orbs. So all you gotta do is you just have to whip out your light arrows, and then you just shoot directly right at them, and then that's how you dispel those barriers. And so there you're gonna proceed onwards to the next one, and that's how you just take out one of those barriers to open it up. Hello there, sorry, it's been a long time. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link. And so every time, then, yeah, that's how the sage notifies you for how they're dispelled. And so it'll get taken out of the room here. And this rather weird-ass kind of a zoom motion. And that's also the reason why the forest sage symbol has like some sort of a wind pattern instead of like, I guess, some kind of a forest element, you can probably say here. But yeah, that's basically the reason why. So they just left over there from the beta design, and then they just left it there. So anyway, so now we got the forest barrier down and out. Now onto the fire room that's up next. And so for the next one, you're gonna wear your Goron tunic, which you'll probably see in just a second as soon as I enter here. Yeah, apparently it's very high here, so it'll be a good time to about your Goron tunic, instead of where you can just withstand those high temperatures that are here. Now, I gotta say, yeah, you can see you might notice I cut that part out right here. I took several attempts at this because, like, all you gotta do is you basically just, you know, once again, collect more of these silver rupees. And you can see there's that big stone monument here, which, of course, you'll definitely be needing the golden gauntlets for. So that's why I went for the golden gauntlets first, and then to get that, because, yeah, you'll definitely need that here. And the reason why I'm wearing these hover boots is because if you're wearing the Kukuri boots on this footing here, that platform will actually sink into the lava. And sink into the lava, well, if you go into the lava, then it's an insta-kill. That's why I actually see my heart start to bleed down. Because I took several attempts at this, and I was trying to get to that last silver rupee, but for some reason, I guess that was because I was using my hover boots, and then Link wasn't able to automatically grab onto that ledge, and so I fell into the lava, and so I had to start this like several times, and so that's why I had to cut this out. And you see that my hearts have been depleted. So yeah, because of that, then yeah, it took me several times. I didn't want to waste anybody's time, so that's why I had to cut that out. So yeah, it can be troublesome just like that. You want to make sure you collect that silver rupee first, and then get to that one last because of that sinking platform. Because that platform will actually sing during that cutscene, and so therefore you'll actually die by that. Yes, death by cutscene. It actually tends to happen, and I really do hate it when it happens. And we're gonna want to reach that hookshot target that's right over this way. By the way, folks, I never mentioned this at all. So remember how Zelda or Sheik, or well, you know, before well, Zelda technically, I remember how she was talking about how, whoever touches the Triforce, then the Sacred Realm will actually be changed based on the reflection of the person's heart. And so if an evil heart, then the Sacred Realm will be a world of evil. Since Ganondorf touched the Triforce, I can't even speak today. Since Ganondorf touched the Triforce, oh yeah, there's Dirty. Hey, what's up, Dirty? Yeah, big brother. Fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother. Yes, of course, brother. We will definitely do that here, or just hurry on out of there. And so now the fire barrier has been down and out. But anyway, so remember how, so basically Ganondorf touched the Triforce, and so therefore the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. So you guys remember the Dark World from Link to the Past? Well, that's actually what Ganondorf turned it into, basically. So yeah, there's your answer. That's how when Ganondorf touched the Triforce and how the Sacred Realm became the world of evil. Well, basically that's how the Sacred Realm turned into the Dark World in Link to the Past. So there you go. So that's your kind of backstory there, how that kind of thing happened. So anyway, so the fire barrier is down and out, and so next up is the water room. Well, actually, it's not really a water room here because it's merely the ice room. So it's like the ice cavern. So just like with the Wind Temple, how it's been replaced with the Forest Temple, there apparently was going to be an Ice Temple as well. So I was talking about this when we went to the ice cavern. So yeah, it was going to be called it was going to be an ice dungeon and ice temple, but yeah, just like with the forest room in Ganon's castle, then they just took that and made it the ice cavern in the final part of the game, and then they just left it over for Ganon's castle. So once again, it's just like more beta stuff there, which is actually something that's actually kind of cool about Ganon's castle, just seeing like these the beta stuff. So yeah, it's basically like all there is for Ganon's castle, just by dispelling all those barriers and just proceeding through. It's kind of like simple like that. All right, so this puzzle here, once again, I actually had to cut this one out, or I had made it a couple of times because this one I actually fucked over because what you have to do is you see this block puzzle that's the farthest that you see there. You want to make sure to push this block over to that hole that's right there. You want to make sure you push that first and not the other one. It's like the close to you, because if you do that, then you basically fuck this puzzle over. So you don't want to be doing that. And that's how I actually fuck this puzzle. And then once you do that, then you can be able to push it over. And you want to do, and it's also under a time limit, as you can see here. So if you so the time runs out, then you'll have to start this all over. And so you have to you basically just have to hit the switch that's behind there with the Megaton Hammer, because it's a rusted switch. And you want to make sure you have at least 2 bottles of the blue fire equipped with you. Actually, as a matter of fact, that's also the reason why I decided to go for just 2 bottles of the blue potion, because we're going to need those 2 bottles that are empty, because we're going to need that blue fire, or at least 2 bottles of the blue fire. So you want to make sure to have that with you. And so now that's done and over with, and there's the that water barrier. I had to go ahead and just get some more hearts and also some more magic. Although I do have plenty of magic anyway, so I could probably just get a little more of those magic jars. And you're definitely gonna want to have the blue potions with you, especially for the final boss. That's what I'm saving it for anyway. All right, and hello there, Princess Rudo. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up! All right, yeah, I know. I'm going. I'm just just having to dispel those barriers here. And so there we go. So we have the next one that's down and out. And so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call this episode here. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. Is I'm actually just splitting this to halves, where I actually have one video and take it down the first 3 barriers, and the other half is just the next 3. Because there's like 6 barriers, so I figured just do like half and half. Because half of 6 is 3. So, anyways, next on Let's Play Ocarina of Time, we're going to finish up the rest of the barriers to dispel, and so we should be able to go through the rest of Ganon's Tower. I will see you guys then.